Mahadevi Varma, best known as an outstanding Hindi poet, was a freedom fighter, women's activist and educationist from India. She is widely regarded as the modern Meera. She was a major poet of the Chhayavaad generation, a period of romanticism in modern Hindi poetry ranging from 1914 to 1938. With passage of time, her limited but outstanding prose has been recognized as unique in Hindi literature. She was a prominent poet in Hindi Kavi sammelans. She was the principal, and then the vice-chancellor of Prayag Vidyapeeth, a women's residential college in Allahabad. She was awarded India's highest literary award, for lifetime achievement, the Sahitya Akademi Fellowship in 1979, followed by the Jnanpith Award in 1982. She was the recipient of the Padma Vibhushan, India's second highest civilian award, in 1988. Life: Mahadevi was born in Allahabad in a family of lawyers. She was educated at Chhayavaad, Madhya Pradesh. She was the eldest child of Govind Prasad and Hemrani and had two brothers and a sister, Chhayavaad. She was married in 1914, at the age of 7, to Dr. Sahitya Varma in Indore. She stayed with her parents while her husband studied in Lucknow to complete his education, during which time, she received her higher education at the Allahabad University and passed her BA examination in 1929 and completed her master's degree M.A. in Sanskrit in 1933. After the death of her husband in 1966, she moved permanently to Allahabad and lived there until her death. Mahadevi was appointed as the first headmistress of Allahabad Mahila Vidyapeeth, which was started with a view to imparting cultural and literary education to girls through Hindi medium. Later, she became the Chancellor of the institute. Early life: in her childhood biography Mere Bachpan Ke Din, Mahadevi Varma has written that at a time when a girl child was considered a burden upon the family, she was very fortunate to be born into a liberal family. Her grandfather had the ambition of making her a scholar. Her mother was fluent in Sanskrit and Hindi, and very religious. Mahadevi credits her mother for inspiring her to write poems, and to take an interest in literature. Mahadevi was originally admitted to a convent school, but upon protests and an unwilling attitude, she took admission in Crossthwaite Girls' College in Allahabad. According to Mahadevi, she learnt the strength of unity in the hostel at Crossthwaite, where students of different religions lived together, and the mess was also according to the religious requirement. Mahadevi started to write poems secretly. But upon discovery of a hidden stash of poems by her roommate and senior Subhadra Kumari Chauhan, her hidden talent was exposed. Mahadevi and Subhadra now started to write poems together in their free time. While others used to play outside, me and Subhadra used to sit on a tree, and let our creative thoughts flow together. She used to write in Karabalai, and soon I also started to write in Karabalai. This way, we used to write 1 or 2 poems a day. A Euro Mahadevi Varma, Mere Bachpan Ke Din. She and Subhadra also used to send poems to publications such as weekly magazines, and managed to get some of their poems published. Both poets also attended poetry seminars, where they met eminent Hindi poets, and read out their poems to the audience. This partnership continued till Subhadra graduated from Crossthwaite. Works: Mahadevi is considered to be one of the 4 major poets of the Chhayavaadi school of the Hindi literature, others being Surya Kantrapathy Nirala, Jashankar Prasad and Sumitranandan Pant. She was also a noted painter. She drew a number of illustrations for her poetic works like Hindi and Yalma. Her other works include short stories such as Gilu, which talks about her experience with a squirrel, and Neelkanth, which talks about her experience with a peacock, which is also included as a chapter into the syllabus of Central Board of Secondary Education for the 7th graders. Mahadevi Varma is also known for her childhood memoir, Mere Bachpan Ke Din and Gilu, which was inducted into the syllabus of India's Central Board of Secondary Education for the 9th grade. Stories written by her on her pets are also famous. Poetry: her poems have been published under a number of other titles as well, but they contain the poems from these collections only. They include Nehor, Rashmi, Neeraja, Sandhya Geet, Depshika, Agnirekha, Compilations from these collections have been published under various titles. Some of them include Yama Santini Neolambaraitmaka Diupgeet. The additional feature in these collections is a new bhumikas, or introductory note written in the inimitable style of Mahadevi. Stories. She has written many notable stories like Atit K Chalkatra Smriti Ki Rukhya and Shrine Kala Ki Karayan Geza, awards and honours. Mahadevi Varma's creative talents and sharp intellect soon earned her a prominent place in the Hindi literary world. She is considered among the four pillars of the Chhayavaad movement. In 1934, she received Seksariya Puraskar from the Hindi Sahitya Sammelan for her work, Meera. Her poetry collection received the Jnanpith Award, one of the highest Indian literary awards. She also honoured with a OE Proud Past alumni in the list of 42 members, from Allahabad University Alumni Association, NCR, Ghaziabad Chapter 2007-2008 registered under Society Act 1860 with registration number 407/2000. In 1956, the Government of India bestowed her with Padma Vibhushan, India's third highest civilian award. She was the first woman to be awarded the Sahitya Akademi Fellowship, in 1979. In 1988, Indian government bestowed her with Padma Vibhushan, the second highest civilian award. References. Further reading, Gupta, Indra. India's 50 Most Illustrious Women. ISBN 81-88086-19-3, Sharma, Karim. Mahadevi Varma and the Chhayavaad Age of Modern Hindi Poetry, New Delhi, Oxford University Press, ISBN 0-19-564450-6. External links. Mahadevi Varma at Kavitakosh, Mahadevi Varma at Indo-History, Mahadevi Varma at Anubhuti, Some Poems of Mahadevi Varma.